I'm so happy this morning, y'all, because you're gonna love this woman. Ree Drummond, the host of Pioneer Woman on Food Network, is here to do some country cooking with us. Amen, sister. And we're starting with Ree's perfect, simple enchiladas.
Cheers.
Cheers, honey. And then it's a helping of my garlic lime spinach. Makes you like Popeye. Then all aboard, y'all. Toot, toot. Toot, toot. Toot. Because this train's heading to one delicious drink and decadent dessert. This looks incredible. She is the Pioneer Woman. You went from high heels to tractor wheels, right, Ree?
That's right, that's right.
She is in the kitchen with us today, and her life went from like A to Z, didn't it?
It really did.
A to Z. You now live on a ranch?
Yes, I grew up on a golf course, and now I live among manure, so. Can I say that on your show, Paula?
Yes, you can. I like today's recipe that you're gonna share with us. It's simple, perfect enchiladas.
Yes.
And I'm putty in your hands, baby. Put me to work.
I don't have Paula Deen as putty in my hands very often, so.
All right, little olive oil in here, Ree.
Just a little bit, and then we're just gonna brown the onions with some ground beef.
Okay.
This is just a delicious, simple enchilada recipe. My mom used to make it. I actually had a Mexican great uncle. He shared this recipe with my mom quite a while ago, and she used to make this. There's nothing fancy about it, but it's good stuff. We're gonna throw in a pound of ground beef.
Okay.
And we're gonna brown this together. And it's very cowboy friendly.
Yes.
And when I moved to the middle of the country, see, I was a vegetarian when I met my husband.
Oh, you were?
So I kind of had to learn to cook hearty meals that the cowboys would consider fuel.
You cook now every day. This is a working ranch that you and your husband live on, and you cook for your ranch hands, right?
Well, I cook for the ranch hands if we have a really big cattle working. But I have 4 ranch hands of my own that I gave birth to.
Oh, what a gorgeous family.
Yeah.
I hope I'm going to get to meet them today.
They're going to drop by. The
good.
Boys, my husband and my boys are here with me.
And I want to meet the man that knocked you off your high heels.
He roped my heart.
He did?
Yeah, he did. I never in a million years thought that I would live in the country. And in fact, that's where my little nickname, the Pioneer Woman, came from.
I love that. So I'll take care of this. You go on down there and start your sauce.
I'm gonna start with some canola oil and a little flour.
Okay.
And make a roux. This is just better than cracking open the enchilada sauce and pouring it over. It just adds a little bit of substance to the sauce.
Okay.
And then once we let this bubble up for a couple of minutes, we'll pour in some chicken broth, about 2 cups of chicken broth.
Okay.
And then we'll just pour in the red sauce, enchilada sauce, any kind of Mexican sauce.
Okie doke. Now let me see what you've got. You've got enchilada sauce.
Yeah, this is just store-bought enchilada sauce.
And you're putting in 3 cans, right? 3
regular-sized cans.
Okay. Well, I understand that your story is much like mine and my husband's, that it's very romantical.
Yeah, I sort of think of my story as Harlequin romance meets Green Acres, meets Forrest Gump.
Yes. Oh,
meets The Godfather or something like that.
This book, The Pioneer Woman, was on the New York Times bestseller list. How did you get started writing, Ree?
All I did was start a blog to share personal stories. I taught myself photography and started posting photos of cows and cowboys. And then I started sharing recipes. And that turned into a cookbook. And then I wrote this little love story about how I met and married my husband.
Your story is wonderful.
Anytime you share food in conjunction with a story, you know, it adds so much more depth.
It does.
Especially butter. And I think, Paula, you and I share a love of butter. So in that sense.
You do? You love butter?
Yes,
I love butter.
I don't judge how much butter I have by how many sticks are in my fridge, but by how many pounds are in my fridge.
Yes.
You hear me?
I hear you,
Can
girl.
I get an amen?
Amen, sister. What is this having 2 sticks of butter in your refrigerator?
I've never heard it. That's like half a day's supply for me.
I get shaky if I've got less than 2 pounds.
Yeah.
All right, Ree, this is done.
We need to throw in 2 cans of green chilies, Paula.
Okay.
I like this enchilada recipe because there are lots of layers of flavor. We'll add some olives later and some green onions. So, you know, my mom put them in hers, so I do what my mom did. This is done, and then we're gonna let the sauce simmer.
What are we gonna do next?
And then we're going to soften up some tortillas. Just kind of, we're not gonna brown them or crisp them, we're just gonna throw them into oil for a few seconds on each side.
I love that. You were not bashful with that at all.
Oh, no, no, no.
All right, so we're gonna be softening up these corn tortillas to make our enchiladas, and when we come back, we're gonna make a garlic lime spinach.
Yum.
I adore spinach.
I love spinach.
Makes you like Popeye. Coming up, we're making a flavor-packed veggie.
I love it, Paula.
And then, are you ready for a show-stopping dessert? Yes, that's a yes, y'all. And later, a drink perfect for any ranch hand.
Look at that.
Yum.
Lusciousness.
I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break. Back in here in the kitchen with a pioneer woman, y'all, Ree Drummond. And she is a lovely lady. I'm having such a good time with her. She has shown us her mother's and now her recipe for simply perfect enchiladas. She softened our corn tortilla shells. So put me to work. I'm enjoying
my assembly line here. So what we need to do, Paula, is ladle some sauce. Just a ladle full would be fine.
Kind of like if you're doing lasagna.
Yeah, just kind of lay the foundation. There you go.
Is that enough? I was going to say I would think it would take about 2.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Little ladles.
And we'll just shake it around and move this over here. Now, we just need to dunk each tortilla into the sauce.
Get out.
And then you do the messy work. And then I'm going to...
I would never have thought of this, Ree.
I'm going to chop up
And where do you want me to put them? Like right here?
Just right here, yep. And see, I'm ahead. You're ahead of the game. I've still got to chop up my green onions over here.
Okay.
I like this recipe. Sometimes I use shredded pork instead of beef. Sometimes I use shredded chicken.
Combinations.
Sometimes I do 3 or 4 different cheeses.
Yes.
I'm chopping up some black olives, and you can buy the already chopped ones, but I kind of like the texture of doing it yourself. I'm making a mess of your kitchen. I hope you don't hold that against me.
No,
so
that's
over here,
all right.
This is just an assembly. We'll just add some of the meat mixture.
Okay.
You can
Do you
start
want me to roll?
Yeah, you can roll, but we've got to load these things. I loaded that a little full.
Oh my gosh, you loaded it perfect.
Yeah, I did. And then we'll see if we can get it to close, and then just put it face down.
Okay,
in the
seam
sauce.
down, yes. And we'll tuck and roll.
There we go. Yeah, that one's better. So nice being in your kitchen, Paula.
I love you being in my kitchen.
This is not my typical morning.
Do your children get in the kitchen and help you a lot, Ree?
Well, the boys, you know, when they're little, like my boys are, they're 8 and 6, it's almost more work to have them in the kitchen with you, so I have to make myself, you know, allow them to come in. But my 11-year-old daughter is very much into cooking. As hard as we work the kids, they're probably going to wind up moving to LA and becoming vegetarians when they get to be old enough.
And being city slickers.
Yes. That's the thing about kids, though. You raise them, and then you just kind of brace yourself and watch what happens, because you just...
That's right.
You want them to become what they want to become.
Right, and you don't know whether you've done a good job or a bad job till it's too late. What you going to do about it? Put them back in the womb at 21. No, I don't think so.
That would be painful in many ways.
All right.
Just ladle a little sauce over the top.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Because we're just going to bake these for what, 20 minutes?
About 20, 25 minutes on 350. Put plenty of cheese on top.
Yes, that's what's so good.
And see, we've got all this great stuff on the cutting board, and I just sprinkle it all over the top.
There you go.
It's the great thing about Mexican food. You just kind of scrape everything into the pan and nobody knows the difference.
Right, because so many of the dishes, everything's all together. All right, well, I've got us something yummy coming up.
I see the spinach, and I'm so excited.
To go along with it. Do you cook a lot of spinach at your house?
I love spinach. I always have 3 or 4 bags of spinach in my fridge.
I adore spinach. And this is so simple. It's garlic lime spinach. All right, so I've got 3 fat cloves of garlic, Ree, and I'm just gonna smush these down. Ree, if you would put a couple of tablespoons of olive oil into our pan, and I'm just gonna put our garlic in there. We're just gonna brown it off. You know, you have to be very careful with garlic because it will burn on you. And while I'm doing that, if you would zest us some lime.
Yes. Oh, I love it.
So we're just gonna keep this garlic going so that it won't burn, but I'm already smelling it.
I smell it. I smelled it instantly.
Yes, the flavor is starting to explode. All right, now if you'd pass me the spinach, please, Ree. I've got 2 6-ounce bags of spinach that's been washed. So we're just gonna toss this in with our garlic, saute it for a couple of minutes, and we are done.
How many limes do you need zested?
I just need like a ½ teaspoon.
Okay.
So a little salt, a little pepper. Look at that.
What did we do without microplane zesters?
What did
we were living
do?
in the dark all those years.
You know what? I don't think I use zest.
I sure didn't use it as much as I do now.
Our spinach is done, so if you would toss in our lime, Ree.
Oh, Paula, I made a mess.
No, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That gets that. And when we come back, we're going to kind of pull everything together, and we're going to make something sweet.
What is it?
It's chocolate peanut butter pudding.
Oh, yum.
You like it?
I'm up for that.
I'm in. Coming up, this dessert is a real kid pleaser. Who likes chocolate?
Yes.
All right, I got a toot, y'all. I hope y'all are enjoying the show, and I want to hear from you. Tell me what recipes or videos you'd like to see me make by just leaving a short comment below. Now, let's get back to the show, y'all. All right, let's eat enchiladas.
That sounds good. I sprinkle a lot of cilantro on the enchiladas.
I noticed that you did. Ooh, look at that steaming.
Because they're so warm and cheesy and rich, and the cilantro just gives them a really good richness.
See that, and that's the way. Oh my gosh, these are fabulous, Ree. Yay.
You little dollop.
Hey, you're looking a little stingy there, sister. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Oh my goodness.
Cheers.
Cheers, honey. You can come to my kitchen anytime.
I was hungry.
How about a little spinach?
Oh, the spinach. The lime is a nice kind of complement to the Mexican.
It goes perfect, doesn't
It really does. I love it, Paula.
Ree?
Oh, look.
Look at what?
There's my husband.
Is that your husband?
Yeah, and my boys.
Well, you just cute as a tat. So nice to meet you, lad. And these are your boys. Yep. Your timing is perfect because you know what? We're making a peanut butter chocolate pudding. Who loves it? Toot toot. Say toot like toot dessert? If you love it.
Toot toot. Toot toot. Toot toot.
Toot toot. Well, listen, y'all pull up a stool, guys. Daddy, if you would help them. Your mama and I, guys, are gonna get started on this peanut butter chocolate pudding. We need 2/3 of a cup of sugar over in here. You got 1/4 cup of water, and we need 3 tablespoons of cornstarch.
Sounds
and
good.
while you're doing that, I'm gonna measure out 1.5 cups of half and half.
This is a good start to a dessert.
Yes, yes,
Sugar,
this is
half
gonna be
and
so
half.
good. All right, a cup and a half of milk. And I'm gonna add 2 egg yolks to this. And we're gonna save these whites and make our meringue. Who likes meringue?
I do.
Toot toot. Do they like chocolate?
Yes.
All right, I got a toot, y'all. How about peanut butter?
Yes.
Yes, toot toot. That was toot toot, y'all. Do y'all just have like cows?
Yeah, we raise cattle.
Yum. So this vegetarian in high heels wound up on a ranch eating beef 3 times a day.
I know everything there is
Right,
to know
lad.
about agriculture.
At least 2 times a day.
What kind of cattle do y'all raise?
Mostly Angus type cattle.
That's a good kind of cow, isn't it?
Yes, good. They're good beef.
Good beef. How many acres?
Pretty good size.
It is.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just gonna beat up this half and half, Ree. We've got our 2 yolks, so I'm just gonna pour that in there before that gets too hot so we won't have scrambled eggs. So there we go. Are y'all liking the looks of this so far? All right, now go ahead and add 1/4 cup of the peanut butter,
Good
Ree,
stuff.
and let that melt in there. And I'm gonna add about 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Well, did you have any idea, lad, what you were getting into when you married her, when you brought her home to the ranch?
She adapted pretty well. It took her about a year, and then she really got where she loved the country, so. Now I can't hardly get her out of the country.
It's a great place to be, isn't it?
It is.
I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of sugar.
This looks
All right.
scrumptious.
So this is perfect timing. We're gonna put our pudding together, guys, using a chocolate wafer cookie. These are nice and thin, so I'm just gonna put us a nice little layer.
I'll stir the vanilla in.
Okay, please. And about a teaspoon of vanilla. So we're gonna make a couple of layers here. So Mama, if you'll put about half of that pudding.
Yep.
Guys, come on down here so you can see what we're doing.
That looks.
You see
look
that?
At this.
Would you help me by putting another layer of the chocolate cookies, please?
Grab some cookies, Bryce.
I like to do that.
Yeah. Oh, you like to do that? Well, get up here. Now, let's ask Mommy if she will put the rest of that pudding.
All right, this is for the boys.
What you think? I got a clap. No toot, but a clap. All right, now guys, you take your pot down there and you enjoy licking that pot. And y'all listen to this. Now, we're gonna put this in a 325-degree oven and we're gonna bake it for 23 minutes. Not 24, not 22, 23 minutes.
Gorgeous.
In this gorgeous, gorgeous.
Gorgeous and glossy.
All right, in the oven, guys. Look at those boys. That brings back wonderful memories of when I had my boys in the kitchen with me when they had to do as they were told.
Back when they listened to you.
Yes, back when they thought I was smart. Coming up, y'all, we're getting ready to saddle up with our dessert and drink, and they might just be too good.
We're never leaving your house.
I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break. What a great way to finish up our time together, Ree. What are you gonna make, Ree?
Dulce de leche coffee.
Well, let me be dipping us up some pudding
That sounds good.
while you make our
I made
coffee.
this.
This is a coffee,
This is
right?
a coffee drink. It's just dulce de leche. It's a Mexican food product sold
It
in the
is?
Mexican aisle. Yep. But you can make this yourself.
Kind of like caramel.
It is.
Just
You can put cans of sweetened condensed milk in a pot of boiling water and boil it for quite a while.
And
that turns
caramelize it,
Yep.
yes.
So that's pretty much what it is. And then you just pour the coffee over this very, very hot coffee. And then we'll just whisk it together. I did this one day in Oklahoma when it was snowing on the ranch, freezing cold. And I'm not going to do this today, but I added a little Kahlua. So look at what it did to the coffee. Look at that.
Yum.
Lusciousness. If you want to add a little booze to the coffee, just put it in before you pour the coffee in. And then I whipped some sweetened cream. We put this on top.
Oh my gosh.
Plenty. And then shaved
chocolate.
Isn't
that funny? Because I was eyeballing all that garnish, and I thought, well, that would be really good.
I know, it all sort of ties together, doesn't it?
Yeah, it all goes together, so I'm going to borrow a little of your
Boy,
ingredients
doesn't that pudding
here.
look delicious?
Oh, pudding looks great.
Yes. Well, let's give him the biggest bowl of pudding.
Right. Great.
And I can
Thank you.
always add more. Okay, boys. Woo. There you go. Y'all dig in. This looks incredible.
Oh, Paula, this is so good.
Oh, my goodness. This is delicious. Do y'all like it?
Is that delicious?
Very good. Nice.
Now, Paula, we have some bad news for you. We're
What?
never leaving your house.
That's all right. That is all right, because you know what? I can always find room for a couple of more cute boys. I've had such a good time with you, Ree. Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.